Hey there everyone, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. This is the review of Arsenal's 1-0 victory over West Bromwich Albion this evening at the Emirates Stadium. First and foremost, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas yesterday, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, then I hope you're generally enjoying this holiday season. It's been quite fun on a personal level. I was hoping for a more emphatic victory from Arsenal this afternoon, but what more can you ask for getting 3 points on Boxing Day? It would have been absolutely shocking if we hadn't won this game, and we came very close to actually not collecting all 3 points. Tony Pulis' side made it very difficult for us right from the start, pretty much playing. I don't think any West Brom fan would particularly disagree. They played with practically 10 men behind the ball. Rondon, Phillips, all their attacking outlets were pretty much ineffective in this game because they didn't see a lot of the ball. They were more interested in defending and frustrating more than they were trying to catch us on the break and trying to nick a goal for themselves. I can't actually think of one clear-cut chance that West Brom had apart from that one from a corner where Jakob, to be frank, should have put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 to West Brom. But chances, we had so many chances in the start of that second half to put this game to bed. You were fearing that it may have been another game where it could be a show reel for a goalkeeper, in this case Ben Foster. Made some absolutely unbelievable saves throughout the course of this game, so credit has to go to him. But I'm not going to give him too much credit because he must have spent a good 8 to 10 minutes wasting time in this game, and he did get rightly booked for it. But yeah, I mean, all round it was a very frustrating performance. That first half from Arsenal, we saw a couple of changes in the team lineup. It was good to see Arsene Wenger make a few changes. First of all, Kieran Gibbs coming in at left back. I think he's been someone that's been tipped to make a start sooner rather than later in an Arsenal shirt. And it was good to see him get an opportunity today. I thought he played very well. Unfortunately, he went off with an injury, which has really been the story of Kieran Gibbs' Arsenal career. And I do hope that he's not out for too long. Monreal came on, did a fine job, but I think we're at a time now regarding our left back situation where Monreal, I wouldn't say he's declining, but he's certainly not the player he was last season. Kieran Gibbs, someone I think has been excellent whenever he's played this season, has to come through at some point, but has to get these niggling injuries out of his career. And at the age of 27, you do wonder, is that going to happen anytime soon? Midfield stayed the same, Coughlin and Xhaka. But it was up front where things changed around a little bit more. Theo Walcott was absent from the squad with a slight calf injury. Olivier Giroud came in up top. Alexis Sanchez was moved over to that right-hand side. Alex Iwobi played on the left. And it didn't really work for us, to be honest. We had a target man up front in Olivier Giroud who didn't see a lot of the ball. He didn't get a lot of service. In fact, he essentially got none. Alex Iwobi, I love the guy, but he was incredibly frustrating in this game. He seemed to cut in so many times. It seemed like he'd been given a free role, but I mean, he was just everywhere, but not in the right sense. He just was pushing Ozil out to that left-hand side. He was taking up spaces which he shouldn't have been occupying. He wasn't on the wing. I don't think he put in any crosses whatsoever throughout the course of the game. Wasn't providing a good outlet to Olivier Giroud. I don't want to dig into him too much because he did have an opportunity where he was unfortunate not to put it in the back of the net. But it was a frustrating performance from Alex Iwobi. It was the same with Alexis Sanchez, really, because again, it's a player that wants to cut in, someone that's not interested in crossing the ball. There were no crosses into Olivier Giroud. We don't play to his strengths. So that was incredibly, I'm sure you can guess, frustrating. Going out into that second half, a lot more high intensity from Arsenal after what had been a poor, rather shambolic first half in many ways. Defence had little to nothing to do, but the attack was nullified by West Brom. We just didn't look to get going. But going out into that second half, as I say, was a lot more rampant, a lot more exciting from Arsenal. The changes didn't come until the 70th minute, where we saw Lucas Perez introduced, along with Kieran Gibbs coming off for Nacho Monreal, who unfortunately, Gibbs, as I say, did have an injury, but hopefully he won't be out for too long. Perez came on, and he's a player that, given he's got a Champions League hat-trick away from home against Basel, for me is a player that does deserve to be starting games a little bit more often. We looked a lot more dangerous when he came on, a lot more exciting going forward. He whipped in a very good cross within about 5 minutes of being on the pitch. He almost had a chance to score at the end of the game. Aaron Ramsey should have set him up to score. Ramsey came on as well, gave us a little bit more drive going forward. And with 5 minutes to go, Olivier Giroud, the man, stepped up. Fantastic cross into the box from Mesut Ozil. He's done this so many times from that position. He did it for Kieran Gibbs' goal against Tottenham last season, where he really got us out of jail. Ozil providing the cross to Olivier Giroud. Giroud with a soft touch header past Foster to make it 1-0 to Arsenal with 5 minutes to go. And, you know, with the chances we had in that last couple of minutes, I mean, we could have won this game about 2 or 3-0 in the end. But I wouldn't want to say that goal glosses over what was a poor performance from Arsenal, because we did have enough chances to win this game, and I think we dictated enough of the game to deserve to win it. It was just West Brom that were incredibly frustrating and came to defend in this game. So it's not a result that should go under the radar. It was a very hard fought win. It was a win that we had to graft hard for in this game. And above all things, after what has been two incredibly disappointing results, all that matters at this stage in the season is the 3 points. If we'd have gone 11 points behind Chelsea, that would have been somewhat catastrophic. But I'm still not looking at the league table. I won't take a proper look at that until a few months' time. We're not in a particularly great position, to be brutally honest with you, but a win after two very disappointing results is massive at this stage, and we've got a winnable game coming up against Crystal Palace on New Year's Day, and we've still got this run of winnable fixtures coming up. So it's important that we focus on ourselves, get a couple of wins on the bounce, and then hopefully we'll find ourselves in a much healthier position in a month's time or so. Anyway, guys, those have been my thoughts on Arsenal's rather annoying 1-0 win over West Bromwich Albion this afternoon. Please do get your thoughts in the comments box below. Please do drop a like on this video if you have enjoyed it. I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.